This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Raeese Aleem here at his gym in Las Vegas. Raeese, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good to hear. Now, obviously, you're only just over a week away now, 8 days away from fight night before we get into all the nitty-gritty. A usual, maybe a bit boring question, but how's camp going?
Camp's going pretty good. No complaints, you know, a lot of hard work, a lot's going into this.
As you know, obviously ever closer to that world scene. I know you don't want to look past Saturday night, but as your career's progressed, how have you found kind of a volume of your training, the level and the intensity behind your training as you edge ever closer towards world title shots?
I'm just trying to get better and better. I haven't hit my ceiling each and every time I step in the ring. I'm getting better. I'm growing as a fighter. I'm growing as a man. I'm just ready for the title fight.
What do you feel you're most happy with your career's development today?
Just the fact that this is the first time in my career to where I've been an active fighter. You know, so just that alone, to me, speaks volumes.
Talk about that, trying to stay active, particularly through the pandemic. How have you found that?
Oh, well, I was blessed to be able to fight twice during the pandemic. You know, I was just very thankful for that. I just stayed training and stayed in the gym, stayed hungry, didn't take my eyes off the prize.
So you mentioned not taking your eyes off the prize. Next Saturday, Eduardo Baez, the man in the opposite corner. Only one defeat on his record so far. So what are you expecting from him?
Well, I expect the war. You know, he's a pressure fighter. He's going to bring it. He's a Latino fighter, you know, so you know he's coming for war. It's going to be an exciting fight. Everybody should definitely tune in. I expect to do what I do. I have to show up. I have to show out. I have to dominate and get the win.
You said you have to dominate. At this stage in your career as well, as we mentioned, the world scene, how crucial is it that it's not just as easy as you have to win, you have to look good, you have to impress?
Oh, it's very important. You know, I'm my toughest critic, you know, so I'm fighting on a huge stage, and I want to show everybody exactly who Raeese Aleem is.
I'm sure you'll be keeping your eye on that headline fight as well, Figueroa-Fulton. What are your thoughts on it?
I think that's going to be a great fight. I predict Fulton to win. Whether he wins or Figueroa wins, I want the winner of that fight.
Have you had any talks about that?
Well, I mean, I've called them both out, you know, so if we don't fight next, they're ducking me.
Talk to me about that. How difficult have you found trying to get a world title shot, an opportunity signed, sealed and delivered so far?
Well, it's extremely difficult. You know, I was with the WBA. I won 2 world title eliminator fights, and I was denied my world title shot time and time again. But, you know, I'm just sticking to the script. You know, I have to keep winning, and I'm going to get that shot soon.
I know you said you don't mind who is successful out of that fight next weekend, but who would you rather see be successful that would set up a more entertaining fight between yourself and the winner of that bout? Who do you think would deliver more of a fan-friendly fight, or one which would certainly get more eyes looking on that fight if it was down to you? Fan-friendly fight would be Figueroa. Figueroa wins and me and him fight. That'd be an explosive fight for 12 rounds. Very fan-friendly. I think Fulton would win, and I would probably rather fight him because a lot of people consider him to be the best fighter in the 22-pound division, and, you know, they couldn't be more wrong. Murjan Akhmadaliev is the other champion in the division. What are your thoughts on him?
I think he's a great fighter, but I don't think he's fought anybody of my caliber. I've been wanting to fight him. He was my mandatory fight, and they didn't want the fight. I think he's a great fighter, but I think I beat him also.
It's the first time I've ever met you, Raeese. I have to say, you look quite big for a super bantamweight. So, touching on the weight perspective, how long do you feel you've still got left in the division?
Well, you know, I'm a pro. You know, making weight, sometimes that's harder than the fight, but it is what it is. If I sign a contract for that weight, I'll make that weight, and it really just depends on the opportunity. You know, I would love to move up in weight, but it depends on the opportunity.
And before I do let you go, obviously this weekend, Crawford-Porter, I'm sure you'll be tuning in like the rest of us. What's your take? What do you expect to see happen? I'm
a huge Crawford fan. I think it'll be pretty entertaining. Porter's going to bring it. You know, I usually pull for the underdogs. Underdogs are dangerous, but I have Crawford winning that fight.
Right, Raeese, just before I let you go, I want a final message from yourself to everybody who will tune in, watch this interview and watch you next Saturday deliver what will hopefully be another sparkling performance. What would you like to say to them?
Just follow me in my career. You know, we're going to put on a show.
Raeese, I appreciate your time. It's a pleasure to speak to you for the first time. I'm sure it will not be the last. Thank you for speaking to me in Boxing Social.
All right, thank you.